Okay, hello and welcome to the Untitled Anarchist Seagull channel's Friday night stream. Started with a bit of a delay because nothing was working. But we're here. I think I might just get started with a little bit of Geoguessr. Earbuds are acting a little bit weird. Okay, someplace sort of rurally national parky looking. I have a feeling that's a sign on the other end of the other side of that circular thing in the bridge, but I can't really see it. See this landscape. It could kind of be. Could be a lot of places, really. Okay, houses. Let's see what this architecture looks like. It's kind of German Austrian, really. Yeah. Okay, and continental shape of number plates. Okay. Continuing not to be terribly informative, but I do think we're in Central Europe someplace. Okay, let me have a look at this tractor thing. Okay. Someplace quite mountainous, that's for sure. Hi, Phoenix, how you doing? How's that going? Okay. Not exactly long on signs and things, but I'm still thinking Central Europe. Nothing's talking me out of that identification anyway. By the way, how's my audio? You hearing me okay? Well, good. I just had like 5 different things not work when I was already running a bit late for this stream. Which is why we're getting off to a bit of a late start. Hey Andromeda, how you doing? Ooh. That definitely helps if you've got some connections already. Street sign or something. Oh, thank you. I'm doing pretty good. Oh, well, you should have seen me about 10 minutes ago. See, I decided I have this clip thing that you can sort of, for updos and things. And I had found that I got really good results. Okay, that is as far as we can go. Christ, okay, I'm gonna just guess it's someplace in Austria. And, see, normally... Oh, wait, well, I wasn't too far off. South Tyrol. 92 miles. Good start, considering that there was basically fuck-all information there apart from architecture. See, normally what I do is I do like a Pebbles from Flintstone style ponytail and let it air dry that way. And I get a lot of just volume from that. But this time I didn't have the, scrunchy thing, so I just grabbed the clip because it was the only thing I had. And then I released the clip when I was getting ready for this stream. Okay, we are in the US. Speed limit 45. There's no other country in the world that does it that way. And I ended up looking like I had gravely insulted my hairdresser in mid-perm. I mean, it was just bizarre. It was like, the closest I can come up with to a comparison for what my hair looked like was Sideshow Bob from The Simpsons. So, that was a bit of a complication. Yeah. That's why there's no waviness in there. The only way I could make it look halfway decent was to run, a barrel dryer through it and just sort of smooth it out that way. It was something. And I'm glad there are no images of it. Okay, we're in the US. I'm thinking kind of Midwestern, but it could also be. Yeah, there's a lot of the US that this could be a part of. So what have you been up to today? How's your day been? I know you've been dealing with a couple of disasters. Okay, big-ass yards with fuck all in them. Oh, I'm cropping off part of the chat. Let me fix that. Oh, well, that's good. Ah, there we go. Now we got the whole thing. There, that's better. Oh, God, I hate wetbacks. Just fucking hope. Yeah, are you... Okay, is this working? Shit. Okay, let's, redo that link. Yeah, this has been a day of all sorts of exciting technical difficulties. Hey, did that pick up the same screen? Are you still there? OBS just crashed on me for the first time ever. and it picked a wonderful time to do it as well. Are there still people here? Let me just see. Oh, yes! Excellent. I'm actually still there. I thought I was going to have to send out a new link and everything, but it's just resumed on the same... link, so that's good. That's a relief. As I said, this has been a day of things not working. Well, an evening of things not working, anyway. Glad to see you're all back. Oh, glad to hear your roomies are taking this seriously. So, I mean, that's a bit fucked. Okay, tomatoes. I could use some tomatoes. Love tomatoes. They don't tell me where the fuck this is, though. Oh, wait a second. That was a sign, wasn't it? Well, that's at least something, I suppose. Yeah. Definitely not the most reliable people, they don't sound like. Okay, God, this could be anywhere in fucking North America. Some days, some days you wish you'd never started promoting mutual aid. Phoenix, what's going on there? I don't think I saw a video of it. Oh, hold on, that looked like some kind of a businessy thing. Official emission statement station. Interstate batteries. Yeah, that can be on PayPal even. I don't know why, but that's somehow less welcome than just, yeah. I mean, even I've had to ask people for, I never really, when I've had to ask people for money, because I've been in that sort of a situation, never done it that way. I mean, that's fucked. Ah, come on. Give me a sign here, would you? No passing zone. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, throwing one's call for help into the ether is kind of what I do as well. Fortunately, it's been a while since I've actually needed to do that, and so I mostly try to answer them these days. But, yeah, I mean, sending somebody... The only time I would ever think of sending somebody a request via PayPal is if somebody actually owed me. Like, if a client owed me money... I mean, even then, I don't really do that. I just send a fucking invoice. Bridge. Okay, that doesn't tell me anything either. Excuse me? Something is allergizing me. Yeah, so you're definitely not the person to be sending... I mean, also, PayPal I mean, the fucked up thing about that as well is it's only you can answer that. I mean, it's one thing to say, could you forward this to people? It's another thing to send something that only you can answer, especially, I mean, no shit. I had a close friend of my mother's spent the last years of her life constantly fighting with SSI. I mean, every time they would finally acknowledge that she was entitled to benefits, which, you know, the fucking $5, whatever it is, then they would immediately spend twice that trying to find some excuse to claw it back from her. As if she still got it. I mean, fucking money was gone in 5 minutes because there's such a thing as rent. Yeah, I mean, that's fucked. Deer Lake Road. God, this is nondescript as fuck. Yeah, I mean, as bad, as horrible as the so-called reforms of disability benefit in Britain have been in the past decade, and they have been just absolutely the just cruelest shit ever. At least when it comes out, you end up with something approaching a livable income at that point. I mean, like, you can kind of get by. I mean, of course, then they reassess you now. I mean, you can be in a fucking coma and they will reassess to make sure you're not fit for work. It's like, I mean, used to be, you told them. Yeah. Yeah, because it's not enough to live on. It forces you, really, to try to find something on the side to get by. And if you find something on the side, since they have forced you to do it in order to survive, they say, oh, wow, you can work after all. We're taking it all back. I mean, every single bit of the benefit system in this country is just fucking sadistic. Well, like, what kind of equipment would you want? Do you have any specific ideas? Because, I mean, I'd be happy to help fundraise for that. Yeah. Which is appropriate, and it's why the whole thing is fucked up. And the fact that you don't even, I mean, they call them administrative law judges, but they're not actually judges. I mean, they're adjudicative employees of an administrative agency. They have no independence. And if, you know, whoever's in charge of their department gives them an instruction to decide one way or another in a case, well, maybe if you have the equipment, you know, then you could figure out something to do with it that works, you know, on your schedule. I have to say, in Britain, there is the advantage that the Department of Work and Pensions is so flagrantly illegal. I mean, their decisions are just so absolutely unlawful, so blatantly, that the appeal success rate is over 50%. I mean, for a while it was like 80%, I think. And so the government's response to this was to try to introduce some laws to make it harder to appeal. Well, come on, you gotta give me something better than this. See, that is why I dislike swearing. It gives me back emotional energy. Okay, this is taking forever, and I'm getting absolutely nothing here. Okay, I'm just gonna take an absolute wild fuck guess. I'm gonna say it's someplace in Kentucky. Shit, I had a feeling that because there was a state like MOT location sign and it was shaped like the Keystone emblem, and I thought maybe Pennsylvania. And then I forgot all about that. Okay, we are in someplace Arabic speaking. Okay, Mujam Al-Hajj Kisi Hajbariya. Okay, I can read the Arabic alphabet, but I don't know a whole lot of what it actually... Let me see. Bibni Matu Commercial Center. Okay, this is someplace that was colonized by France. Manzetti. Okay, there's a liquor store. Okay, I'm beginning to think maybe Tunisia or Lebanon. Oh my god, it's the Fish's Invasion graffiti, I think. God, that really is everywhere. Okay, yeah, I'm thinking Lebanon, major city. I have a feeling this might be Beirut. Or it could be Tunis. Oh, hold on. Let's see what we've got in terms of street names. That can sometimes. Fa'al Quran Supi Alomari. Okay, that probably is very informative to somebody who knows the local cultural references better than I do. Istiklal Library Company, just general library company. Okay, come on, give me something here beyond. Fuad, in Ala al-Bukhari. Wait. Breitling, okay, big end of town. Musharbash. Pizza Lover. Emirates Airlines. Yeah, but I don't think this is in the Emirates. Well, no, it's definitely someplace. It was colonized by France. You can tell by the spellings of the Arabic words when they're not in Arabic characters. Those are French spellings. Fuad. Al Time Center. Tiger Stores. The fitness shop. Yeah, you'd probably develop a lot of fitness if you bought a tiger. Yeah, just, running from the motherfucker. I'm gonna say someplace in Beirut. And where were we? Amman. We are in Jordan, completely wrong country. Yeah, Not sure about that username. It's a nice message, but that username is a bit spicy. Okay, feeling like we are back in North America. DeKalb County. DeKalb County. Okay, we are in the U.S. Oh, hold on. There's a that's DeKalb. I mean, I don't know if there's a county of DeKalb in Georgia, but 835. Valdosta. Oh, very nice name. Or is DeKalb in Illinois? Or is it in both? Is it one of those? Nieces are wonderful. Aww. That is one of the things that really is hard for me to deal with, being stuck here. Because it's like, normally when I'm, visiting in Ohio, one of the things I do is I see a lot of my nieces. Because my nieces are just, I love them. They're amazing. Absolutely, just, Snapfinger, cool name. But, I mean, they're going to schools where there's no mask mandate. They're wearing masks, which is good. But it's all, it's all around pandemic safety here, because we've got somebody here who is immunosuppressed, and so we're extremely careful, so I don't really get to see them much at all in all this time that I've been around here. Could be DeKalb, Illinois? How old is she? Well, we'll see if we can get more information. Aw. Mine are 8 and 12. And they're both amazing. The Pine Ridge Cafe. Scuffed infrastructure. DeKalb County, 88. Okay, we've got better resolution anyway on these images now. Yeah, I worked out what you meant. No worries. That's annoying. I had a laptop keyboard for ages where I didn't have a caps lock keycap on it. So I had to be very careful in pushing down my finger onto the bit underneath it in order to get it to work. It's really a pain in the ass. Ooh. Junction. Okay. That looks like Alabama. It exists. Okay. Oh, Fort Payne, Cedar Bluff, Galesville, Calhoun County, Tuscaloosa County, Marion County, Bibb County, Coosa County, Lee County, oh, Clark, Baldwin. Christ, how many counties has Alabama got? Okay, this is taking forever. Oh, wait. Alabama State Route 35. That offers some more options here. Let's see. 84, 31, 33, 31. Selma. $33. $35. DeKalb County. 35, and we need 88. The Alabama Fan Club and Museum? Wait, the state itself has a fan club? .4 miles, not bad. And here we go, the last one. And that looks like either Jonkha or Tibetan. Ah. Yeah, it looks like Restream is frozen. Who was the troll in chat? I saw one who had a dodgy name. But the last chat message I've got here is from Phoenix saying the physical keyboard's numbers are broken. Okay. Okay, my message got through just now. Oh, yeah, I already blocked... that's the one I saw. Okay, good. I already blocked them. Oh, no, I have to do that directly on on Twitch, don't I? Fuck. Sorry. I forgot that that it works differently on Twitch. Sorry about that. Let me see. Wait, how the hell do I... Okay, how do I block? Here we go, block. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. I thought I'd already sorted it there. Fuck. Yeah, I thought I was able to sort that directly in Restream and not when it's Twitch. Sorry that took so long. Okay. Well, I just figured it out, fortunately. I thought Restream used to allow you to just do it in Restream. They do allow you to do it for YouTube, anyway. Okay, this is some sort of highway, so maybe we'll get a place name sign. Oh, horses. Very nice looking horses. Oh, bunches of them. Come on. If you got any signs here. Okay. School ahead, okay. So at least some of the signs are in English. But there was definitely Dzongkha or Tibetan writing on that banner. I don't... know if those writing systems are distinct or not. Okay, we were actually right through here, but it seems like... Excuse me? Okay, what have we got? Okay, well now we've got some signs. The organic restaurant Nbar. Ziling Tsongkhang Nozilam Timpu Bhutan. We are in Bhutan. That is a first for me. $640, not bad. Still don't quite get how the XP work, but 107 more of them. Nice. 244 out of 260. I guess I level up after that. Okay. And now the time comes to bowl a few bouncers at the odd chud. Now, we've been working on... let's see, which was it? Yes, Thank you. Hello, Riptide. Yes, I do play chess. I don't always play chess on stream, but sometimes I do. Sometimes I play Geoguessr. Sometimes I play chess. It sort of depends on what I'm feeling like. And now is the part where I bowl bouncers at chud content. Let me see. Okay, is this the one? Shall we continue with the Xander Hole one we were looking at, or shall we try something entirely new? What does everyone think? I have a bunch of others here. We have Vosh's coverage of the Russia-Ukraine conflict, a recap, which, fucking hell. Like, I mean, why anyone would rely on him to provide coverage of that, I don't know. The guy doesn't know... He doesn't know anything. He just... all he does is he talks in a sort of condescending tone. Okay. Hey, Hail Satine. Oh, got to adjust the audio levels for this.
Time. If you hop in my Xanderhall brand time.
Oh, Fosh, who he and Xanderhall both are providing coverage of the war in Ukraine, which, I mean, seriously. I mean, Fosh, I can kind of get why somebody unsuspecting, a little bit naive, might think that he's somebody worthwhile to listen to on anything, because he knows how to sound like somebody who knows things. He knows how to do that condescending, very calm, deliberately calm tone, and he talks really evenly and fast, and it sounds like somebody. It's something that people you see in bars around universities. Yeah, there's always at least a couple of guys like that. They're always talking shit, and they always manage to get away with it because they have the fucking tone of voice down. But Xanderhall is just a twat. I mean, he doesn't even sound like he knows anything. He's just sort of a dick.
Machine, and you go back in time to 2014, 2016, etc., you will find that the online left was more or less just Tumblr and very Tumblr-like subreddits and very small, sometimes like small YouTubers who had a very, very small audience and were regularly just dogpiled by larger right-wing creators than them.
I would have to say no. I remember 2014, 2016 well. And actually, most of the online left stuff that it was almost all on Facebook. You had some political content, some, like, left content on Tumblr, yeah. I mean, that was something that existed. But Facebook and Twitter, I would say, were the main places that I remember it going on.
The online climate was very hostile to left-wing figures, especially if you were part of a marginalized group.
Yeah, and you haven't exactly helped with that, Xanderhall, with your fucking reverse racism bullshit. But yeah, the online climate is still actually kind of hostile, because the thing is, yeah, I know, I was too. I was in online left spaces back in fucking 2009 and before that. I was in online left spaces when the concept was new. Like, before Facebook existed, before, there was fucking Google Chrome, when we had fucking Netscape Navigator. And, I mean, the climate is still hostile because the thing is, the whole thing is controlled by fucking billionaires.
Before, like, 2019. Okay.
To be fair, I think that most of his audience probably wasn't. I don't think his audience is even there now. I would be surprised if the average... I mean, I haven't checked, and of course I could be wrong, but I have a feeling the average age of his audience is probably less than 21. And they probably do not remember anything about 2014, 2016 in the online left. That's just my feeling. I could be totally wrong about it, but, I mean, it does not seem...
And that sucks. And the reason why I feel like the right was able to grow and gain such a strong foothold online, especially on YouTube back then, is because the largest figures back then all had a very, very common set of catchphrases.
Well, yeah, here's the thing. We all have, like, leftists have a common set of catchphrases as well. We have plenty of them. That doesn't actually change the fact that the fucking algorithm boosts fash. I mean, like, I was getting fucking Nazi content, not just, like, sort of the, like, Nazi light content, but, like, hardcore Nazi content in my YouTube recommendations when I had never... well before I was even hate-watching any of these dickheads. This stuff, they are massively algorithmically boosted, and when YouTube or Facebook reluctantly enforce their TOS against them, they just fucking scream like they're the greatest victims ever, because that's just what they do when anyone holds them accountable in any way. Yeah.
Shapiro's catchphrase was more or less, the left was too afraid to debate. That was actually...
Oh, well, it's convenient that he thinks of it this way. Yeah, I mean, and of course, that's the whole thing. I mean, the thing is that what he doesn't get here, because it's inconvenient for him to acknowledge this, is that Fash want you to debate them. TERFs want you to debate them, and the reason they want you to debate them is that it actually gets their ideas a seat at the table. If you debate them, you are actually giving them a certain amount of legitimacy, which is why they're constantly demanding it. They're constantly demanding a chance to debate. You're doing them a favor by debating them.
Jordan Peterson's catchphrase too, basically. Actually, as a matter of fact, look up basically any popular Gamergate era right-wing figure, and you will at some point, probably quite often, hear them say, the left is too afraid to debate. All the left cares about is feeling.
All across the country. We're located right here in the tri-state area.
What the fuck is going on? What is this?
Neighbors. Your kids probably go to school with our kids.
I have some sort of...
Chances are your furniture is our furniture. So
okay, is anyone else hearing an ad right now?
Bedroom. Think Furniture Fair. The tri-state area's furniture and mattress super.
Where the hell's my...
For more than 50 years, locally owned, Cincinnati.
I'm hearing an ad and I'm not seeing where it's from. Fucking hell. Did anyone hear an ad for like Furniture Fair or something just now? That was weird.
They can't debate with the right because the right has facts and logic on their side.
Yeah, and the reason right-wingers use that line is because they know it's... Well, I mean, of course he's obsessed with impressing the right. It's where he comes from. And he takes all of it at face value. I mean, there's a reason these... I don't know where... I was looking. I couldn't find any tab that was in. I didn't know what the hell that was. I'm sorry about that. But if you think about it for a second, the reason they want debate is because they want to have the dignity of a seat at the table to talk about it. They don't like being shut out. Okay, what the fuck? It's happening again. Okay. What the fuck is this? I'm like getting ads. And I can't see where they are. What? Oh, no shit. Okay, that's what it is. Okay. Figured it out. It was my fucking... Okay, turn that off. There we go. Okay, mystery solved, thank fuck. It was an ad on on an app I had running, and I forgot that it did these audio ads. Let's get audio output capture back on. Yeah, I mean, he's racist for a lot of things.
Concern with that is that if you go back in time, if you hop in my Xanderhal brand time machine and you go back in time to 2014, 2016, etc., you will find that the online left was more or less just Tumblr and very Tumblr-like very small audience. Climate was very hostile to left for like 2019. And the reason why I feel like the right was able to grow and gain such a strong foothold online, especially on YouTube back then, is because the largest figures back then...
we already heard all this shit.
Quite often hear them say, the left is too afraid to debate. All the left cares about is feelings. They can't debate with the right because the right has facts and logic on their sides. The idea that the left is just a giant echo chamber, a giant bubble that needs to be popped, is something that had become almost an unquestionable truth online due to the absolute dominance of right-wing political figures on the internet.
Well, no shit. Yeah, I mean, they're not dominant just because they said because they were going, the left can't debate us, the left can't debate us. They were being dominant because they were fucking being massively boosted in the algorithm because they've got money behind them. Teen Vogue has done more to introduce young people to leftism than this dickhead.
Internet. And when I see some of the larger left-wing figures start to say things that kind of support that talking point,
example?
It's a little concerning. It's a little bit concerning. It is. It's a bit concerning.
Yeah, well, okay, it's so concerning is it concerning enough for you to give us an example of a left-wing figure saying something that helps with that talking point?
Road. That's bait, right? Has to be. Or maybe it's a performance. Like somebody forced an AI to watch debate streams for a year straight and then had it write a manifesto. And then microwaved Eminem for 20 seconds and had him read it at gunpoint.
Can't defend their positions.
So I kept watching the video.
Okay. All right. I'm calling out Noah Samson on this because this is classism. Noah Samson just made a classist joke, and I'm going to explain why. All right.
Okay, this will be good.
All right. Here's the lowdown, okay? For those of you guys that don't know, just a straight ad hom? No, hold on. For those of you guys that don't know the background behind the blonde hair, a few months ago, I think it was back in November or December, my editor ran into some financial troubles. My editor / very close friend ran into some financial troubles and needed some money. And I just didn't have enough money to give to my
This prick can afford an editor.
Editor on hand at the time, and so I ended up doing a fundraising stream. And to encourage and incentivize donations, the thing I decided to encourage people to subscribe and donate for was if we reached a certain dono goal, I would bleach my hair white on stream. And then I did it because we reached that goal, and my editor got the money.
Wow, I mean, this is, such wonderful political education that he provides. I mean, this is just really prime leftist content.
And then, the whitish blonde hair ended up being kind of popular, and it stuck around. I do need to redo it, though, because the roots are really coming in like crazy. So, first time...
Yeah, I mean, his roots really come in pretty much any time he talks more than 5 minutes.
Viewer here, welcome. Good to see you, all the first-time people here. I do see a lot of clocks next to people's names in website chat today. Still eternally grateful for that, Xander Hall. You seriously have no idea? Yeah, that's why it's always so weird to me when people make fun of me for the hair thing, because it was like the hair thing was a thing that I did to help a friend in a bad financial situation. Like,
yeah, so what? I mean, you didn't continue to do it. I mean, the continuing to bleach your hair like that is not the result, is not something you're doing to help somebody in a bad financial situation. If anything, it's something you do in order to grift money to help your financial situation, which, judging from the fact that you have somebody who works for you as an editor, already seems not too bad. Yeah, I mean, especially considering... Holy shit. An apartment complex near you... Okay. Well, if there's any fundraising links or anything like that, just send those to me on on Twitter or whatever, and I'll make sure to share those. Yeah, exactly. The idea is it's classist because he bleached his hair in order to help somebody with some fundraising. I mean, that's what I got from this. Maybe he's going to continue. Let's find out.
are you sure that's like the dig you want to take?
Because, I support small gamers, and that's when I...
Yeah, but that's not the dig that they took. Taking the piss out of your hair is not the same thing as taking the piss out of raising money for somebody who is down on their, is having financial troubles. That's not the same thing. You look like a dickhead. That doesn't mean that it's a bad thing to raise money for somebody who's broken, needs help. Those are two completely different things. What the fuck did he just say?
I saw this. Xander Hall responds to a message in the chat that mentions several popular black leftist creators by name, some of whom are relatively new to YouTube.
Try giving more examples, lol. Progressive/leftist channels by black creators have been getting really big this past year, for example. I'm so glad you brought this up! I'm so glad... Oh, I remember what this is referencing. No, that...
Oh, I bet she was. I would be fucking terrified. I'm glad it wasn't. I mean, did you catch any debris or anything like that? Hey, are you following me on Twitter, by the way? Because I don't know if maybe we're in contact on Twitter, and you've got different. That's something at least. Because it occurs to me, I don't know if we're in contact on Twitter, but everybody has so many different usernames that maybe we are, and I just don't realize it. Oh, well, that's a relief anyway.
The individuals that they specifically referenced when they said black creators were a bunch of people I didn't recognize, and then one person that I did recognize. And I said, I don't recognize any of those figures. I think I said I'm all in favor of big, like, black figures getting big on YouTube, but FD Signifier is a dumb fuck. I didn't know any of these people. I don't know what...
Oh, okay. Flame... Okay, I'm adding you. Just in case. Yes, you were following me, and I wasn't following you yet. Now I've remedied that. Excellent. Yeah, like, the only person I've ever heard anything bad about FD Signifier, I haven't gotten around to watching their content, but everything I hear from everyone except for this dickhead says good things.
What their deal is. I don't know who Khadijah... I'm sorry. I can't pronounce... I can't pronounce that. I'm not even gonna try. It'd just be offensive. Like, is that, like...
Like, when has that stopped you before?
Is that racist? I don't know. You guys will have to let me know. Hey, you guys want to support a small black debate bro streamer creator? Go follow Apillo on YouTube. !Apillo in website chat to get the YouTube link. Go subscribe. Really big this past year, for example. I'm so glad.
Isn't that interesting there? That instead of, you know, like, the Surfs and Thought Slime have, like, the eyeball zone where it's specifically small leftist content creators. All he says is, oh, well, a debater content creator. Like, that's, I mean, like, that's all he recognizes. That's all he's gonna fucking support. Oh, well, yes, and he is not opposed to black content creators making it big. He's totally okay with that, but, I mean, there's nothing dodgy in that at all. Wait, he just got done saying that he knew that had only heard of one of them? And in the stream he said that he knew some of them and they're exactly the problem? Oh, I bet. Well, in the context of, like, I don't have anything against, yeah, I mean, Jesus, the context sucks, dude. Yeah, how dare Noah Samson suggests that Xanderhole is dodgy just because he says a lot of dodgy shit. I mean, how dare he use... Oh, shit. Oh, okay, somehow... Okay, I see what happened. Because when I was getting those annoying ads from the app that I terminated there, I turned audio output capture out so that at least you wouldn't have to deal with them, and I forgot to turn it back on, I guess. It should be okay now, let me know.
Come on, Noah. Ever. Let me check something really quick. FD Signifier is a dumb fuck. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Okay, so he's definitely doing a little bit of trolling. Why else would someone say something like that about FD Signifier of all people? The final boss of the wise uncles of YouTube.com. If he isn't baiting us for hate clicks here, and has just deemed himself the racial arbiter of who's allowed to make left-wing YouTube content, then that's not much.
Wait, hold on.
Which is kind of what it sounds like, Zan. You gonna refute that with some of your facts and logic?
Somebody asked me what my opinion was on those figures, and I said one of those people, specifically FD Signifier, who I dislike, and I've got my reasons for disliking. I just said they're dumb. I didn't say that FD Signifier shouldn't be making content or shouldn't have a platform, right?
Well, except you said it in the context of saying that in general you're not against black content creators making it big, which does kind of sound like you object to FD Signifier having done so.
Write that down? Yeah, hold on. Yeah. I never said FD Signifier shouldn't make content. There we go. Write that one down. Save that one for later. Hey, Merrick. Oh, by the way, yeah, we got like 436 people here. Thanks for the raid, Vox.
God, 436 people. They've got nothing better to do with their lives. I say as I watch this shit in order specifically to to point out what bullshit it is. I don't know if that's necessarily doing something better with my life than these fuckers are, but I mean, watching Xanderhole because you have respect for what he says, no, that's next level wasting one's life.
Josh, I appreciate that. What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I love having you all here. Enjoy your time. We got free Diet Coke. We got free Diet Cock. We've also got free non-Diet Cock. We've also got...
well, yes, which is his way of saying he's a dick.
Dicks. Okay, let's just resume the video, please.
Better, is it? Nope. Oh, I'm fine with black people coming onto LeftTube. But I have some conditions. Seems pretty weird. Earlier in this stream, he goes over how his channel is, well, dying. It's a pretty unfortunate...
It's actually not dying. You can even see my channel on the upturn. This is for January.
Well, if you look at monthly gain video views, it's kind of a vaguely upwards trend. If you look at monthly gain subscribers, not so much.
January, so this one hadn't even updated yet. I actually gained this month, the month of December, the month before this one, I gained 400 subs. Do you want to know how many subs I gained in this month? It doesn't update till the end. Do you want to know how many subs?
Actually, if you look closely there, you'll see that it goes to January 22. So December is included in the graph that he's talking about, December 21. And if that was 400 subscribers, for his subscriber counts, that isn't actually all that much of a bump. I mean, that's twice as many subscribers as I've got, nearly. I mean, I've got 205, which, thank you to everyone who has decided to subscribe to me for this. Yeah, I've seen absolutely nothing that suggests he's changed his views. I mean, to be fair, I have not looked at the before picture, but he says enough reactionary shit. He says enough racist shit that honestly, if he actually aspires to sort of not be fash, he's got a lot of fucking work to do, and he shows no evidence that he has any interest in doing that kind of work. He's just sort of berating leftists for not platforming fash.
Subs I gained in this month, January, the one that appeared here, nearly 3,000 subs that month.
Oh, okay. Yeah, except that graph there, which covers January 22, is downwards. So the thing is, what he's not taking into account there is, I mean, that's not clear if those figures are net or gross. Because you can gain 3,000 subs and still have it be a net loss. And if that graphic is correct and it is covering the time period he's describing, then 3,000 was still a net loss for him.
The reason why I talked about my channel taking a hit was not because of the egregious false strikes that YouTube had levied my way. False strikes so egregious, in fact, that large mainstream YouTubers... A strike so egregious, by the way, that large mainstream YouTubers such as Scarce actually not only shouted me out, but covered my false strike as an example of a false strike that YouTube did back when all of that happened. But I was more so referring, like, I went over a bunch of left-wing channels. Like, I had people link me social blades for a shit ton of left-wing channels, and one of them was mine. And then I was, like, comparing their performance before Biden got elected to their performance after Biden got elected, including mine. And I was making a point about how left-wing content online has been on a downturn since Biden got elected.
Except that's not really what that shows. I mean, these don't. I don't even know if those actually include. Wait, no. Let me see. May, September 20, January 21st. Actually, what you see, in at least on his, is there's a big bump, both in viewers and subscribers, between May 2020 and January 2021, and then it declines since then. Okay, well that would fit for the inauguration, except his views are a little bit more up and down in there. And I see it's actually 2 minutes to 1, so we're going to have to wrap up. I do hope... I apologize for being so late and for the ad thing and all that shit. I'll make sure that is not going to happen again. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much for coming. As always, it's always a pleasure. And we'll get more in because tomorrow I don't intend to be, 15 minutes late. I just had so many fucking things go wrong today. So, good night and good luck. Have a good night, Helsatine. Hope to see you tomorrow. And Andromeda as well. And with that, we're going to disappear back into the ether.